Journey to the Edge of Our Solar System by Trinity J. Betts. Once upon a time, in a mid-Earth orbit, two astronauts were ready to fly through space to the very edge of our solar system. It was the first all-female space mission. Captain Betts headed the record-breaking team, supported by her first officer, Miss Cross. After extensive training with NASA and a revolutionary breakthrough in ion drives and intergalactic space travel technology, the two girls launched from Earth at 0200 hours in the prototype spaceship that has been called the Black Widow. Orbiting the Earth at 24,000 kilometers an hour, they begin to count down to embark on the journey of their lives and take another great step for humankind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage hyperdrive, said Mission Control in a hopeful voice. Within seconds, the hyperdrive disengaged and the girls emerged into the shadow of the red planet. Wide-eyed with anticipation, they turn their heads to view Mars for the very first time. They look down at the planet and see black shadows and rocks contrasting against the iron oxide-rich sand. Swirls of wind reaching up to 90 kilometers an hour coiled the surface and created red dust clouds.
Amazing.
Said Captain Betts.
Out of this world.
Said Miss Cross, and they gathered and sent their data before departing to the next planet. The girls slowly came to a stop and found themselves confronted with the largest gas planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Looking outside their window, they see vast windstorms spinning throughout the great mass and bright, colorful bands of cloud that circle the planet. Faint planetary rings are visible, consisting of three main parts: the halo, a fairly bright main ring, and an outer gossamer ring. It is thought that these rings are made up of dust particles, unlike the ice rings of Saturn, but what gave Miss Cross excitement was the giant red spot on the face of the planet, a massive storm in the atmosphere of Jupiter that is known to have been raging since it was first observed by telescope in the 17th century. It rotates anti-clockwise and is larger than the diameter of Earth. Miss Cross had to see this for herself.
Whoa, I wonder if it'll rage forever.
Said Miss Cross.
Just incredible, isn't it?
Said Captain Betts, now sitting to stare and take the planet in for a while.
OMG, yeah, incredible.
Said Miss Cross sarcastically, wishing that the journey would end soon, lack of sleep and exhaustion setting in. Captain Betts rolled her eyes and pushed the button to collect the data. As the girls set off, they could see Jupiter's moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, standing out as the largest of Jupiter's 63 moons.
Passing Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Miss Cross had fallen asleep. Captain Betts decided to join her, hoping to save oxygen and keep herself alert for the return journey. Closing the shutter and enabling the autopilot, she laid in her pod and drifted to sleep. Bang! The ship had crashed into something, but what and how? Something was not right. Captain Betts woke to the sound of Miss Cross's scream.
What is all this nonsense?
Said Captain Betts angrily.
Look!
Exclaimed Miss Cross as she opened the shutter. Captain Betts stared in disbelief at a giant wormhole that was pulling them in.
We're going to die. This is the end.
Snap out of it.
Said Captain Betts, slapping Miss Cross across the face.
Just breathe. We're gonna make it. I promise.
Said Captain Betts with hope in her voice, although she herself didn't know how they were going to survive this. With an ear-cracking screech and thud, the ship slipped into the wormhole, knocking both girls from their feet and throwing them into the controls. Immediately, Captain Betts composed herself and began assessing the damage. With a quick sound off, neither she or Miss Cross had been seriously injured, but the wormhole had sent the ship to a strange, uncharted region of space.
Well, at least the ship's okay,
said Miss Cross, hoping to cheer up the moment. Suddenly, the lights turned off, and the engine stopped firing. The ship had broken down.
Forget what I said. We're going to die,
said a teary Miss Cross.
Stop panicking. It will just make matters worse,
replied Captain Betts.
How can it get any worse?
Questioned Miss Cross. A slight sound was coming from the computer. It was still operating. Captain Betts went and checked the computers.
Worse like this,
she said, pointing to the meter. They were running out of oxygen.
Oh no, we're doomed,
said the ever-panicky Miss Cross.
Not yet,
said Captain Betts, pointing to a pair of spacesuits with 2 tanks.
Quickly.
She ordered.
Oh, me first,
screamed Miss Cross, shoving past Miss Betts, but finding herself tripping into the front window shield.
Oh, jeepers. The ship is heading straight towards that moon-looking object. Oh boy, I hope it's a soft moon thing,
said Miss Cross. Entering gravity in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Said the computer. Crash! Amazed to be alive, both girls opened their eyes wearily.
Where are we?
Asked a dazed Miss Cross. Captain Betts was already on her feet, speedily trying to work out why they were still alive and why they still somehow had oxygen, given the huge crack in the side of their ship. Looking through the viewing panel, it seemed that they had landed in some sort of green space goo.
What on earth?
Gasped Captain Betts.
Well, I don't think we're on Earth anymore, Captain.
Giggled a slightly delirious Miss Cross. Captain Betts rolled her eyes.
Come on, the surface is clearly oxygenated somehow. And we need to investigate and repair our ship.
Cautiously leaving the safety of the shuttle, the girls were amazed to find themselves surrounded by fields of yellow, grass-like planets set in front of a deep orange sky, alight with purple swirls. The shuttle having landed in a pond-like pool of green goo. Looking higher, it appeared as if they were in a bubble.
OMG, this is some kind of huge biodome,
exclaimed Captain Betts in amazement.
That's why we can breathe? Oh, wow. I wonder who created it,
said Miss Cross.
Perhaps it is an anomaly or so.
But before Captain Betts could finish her thought, Miss Cross grabbed her arm and pointed down a hill.
Aliens! Shh, aliens!
said Miss Cross in a whisper. There were all different aliens gathered in a crater below the horizon of the hill. One huge one in particular caught their eye. It was blue and hairy like Yeti and had 3 big eyes. It seemed to be in charge and instructing the others on building some sort of construction. Captain Betts promptly decided it was worth the risk to try and communicate and had already started down the hill to greet it. Upon saying hello, the girls quickly learnt that the alien had an advanced ILT, Intergalactic Language Translator.
Mind telling us your name?
said Miss Cross.
Goopagoo,
replied the alien.
Well, Goopagoo, do you think you could help us repair our ship? We are far from home and have crashed in your pond.
asked Captain Betts.
Maybe I'll try.
said Goopagoo.
This is our farming colony. We are far from home too. Lucky you crashed here today. We won't be back for another 200 years.
said Goopagoo. Captain Betts gave him a warm smile of gratitude.
That is fantastic. We are very lucky to have found you.
Shall we get started?
asked Miss Cross, wary not to take up too much of the kind alien's time. 2 hours later.
There, all done. All thanks to you, Goopagoo.
said the captain.
It was nothing.
said Goopagoo while blushing green.
Here, a gift to show our gratitude.
said Captain Betts, handing him a shiny, hard object from her personal belongings.
Whoa, what is it?
Asked Goopagoo.
A crystal skull from our home planet. I found it on my last mission. They are very rare and treasured mystery to us, as we have no idea how and who made them. I'd like you to have it as a reminder of mysterious friends. Perhaps we will meet again one day.
Thank you and farewell,
replied Goopagoo, bowing to the girls.
Goodbye!
Said Miss Cross, crying a little as they boarded the ship.
Yay! We're going home! And we didn't even die!
Said a happy Miss Cross. After carefully plotting a new course home based off the star charts Goopagoo gave them, Captain Betts readied the ship for the flight home. Once launched, the two girls set the ship to autopilot and curled up in their pods for some much-needed rest, eagerly awaiting their arrival home to tell their miraculous story.
I wonder if they will believe us. One thing's for sure, life will never be the same.
Thought Captain Betts sleepily in her pod. She smiled and drifted peacefully to sleep, along with Miss Cross. The end.